your mat for me, please. We're going to just start off with a little roll down. So if you need to stand up against a wall, then please do. But if you're comfortable freestanding, taking a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, we're just going to drop the head, roll the shoulders forward and reach down towards the toes. Now let's keep those knees really soft. Allow any tension to release. Nice deep breath in at the bottom. Breathe out and you're pulling away slowly from the floor, stacking the vertebrae, bone over bone, shoulders, and let the head come up to balance. Nice deep breath. Breathing out, drop the head to the chest, start reaching down towards the floor, soften the knees and hang. Deep breath in. Strong center, pull away, stacking back up, bone over bone, shoulders and head. We're going to do one more and drop the chin, curl the shoulders, curl the spine and hang. Deep breath. Nice and strong, pulling away, stacking the vertebrae, bone over bone, shoulders and head. Now just get that equilibrium again and we're going to lift up onto the toes. So we're going to raise up onto the toes and lower back down. Raise up and lower. Now let's bring some arms in. So we're lifting up, we're opening wide, we're stretching tall and lowering back down. I'm going to just adjust my monitor slightly. Carry on, lift up onto the toes, arms in front, raising and open and lower. Good. Last time, lifting up, open wide, stretching tall, releasing down. Okay, so we're going to take the legs into quite a wide stance now, please. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is when you're comfortable in your wide stance, I want you to make sure that your left foot is facing forwards, and then you're going to swivel the right foot to face away from you. Okay, so from that position, I'd like you to bend your right knee and you're going to just take a light lunge so you feel a bit of a stretch on that inner thigh. Okay, now I want you to reach that arm, the left arm comes across the body, and you're going to circle it round and come up. You're going to take it down past the body, lunge forward and circle up. Good. Lunge forward, take it past the body and round. Two more. Circle round and up. Last time, full circle, around and up. Now I want you to come forward into your lunge with the arm, but just stop with it at shoulder height. Now you're going to tilt the arm, look under the armpit and have a little side stretch. Hold the arm in position and push all of your weight into your left hip, straightening the right leg. See if you can side bend that a little bit more. Bend back, soften the knee. And then push the weight into the left hip and straighten the right leg. One more time, soften. And then the weight goes into the left hip and we straighten. Okay, well done. So just soften that knee once again. And what I'd like you to do now is to circle the arm round and take the arm into what we call warrior pose. So we're going to hold that position. 5, 4, 3, take the left hand down to the left thigh, straighten the right leg, lift the right arm and just have a little stretch with the waist on the right hand side. Okay, bring the arm down, back to your warrior pose and then we're going to push up and reverse. Back to warrior. And up, reverse. One more time. Warrior, up, reverse. Coming back to your warrior pose, I want you to circle your left foot inwards so it faces the same direction and take both the arms forward for me, please. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling, and you're just going to soften that back knee and push up. Soften the knee and up. Soften and up. We're going to do one more. Soften and up. Now I want you to see if you can try to push that back heel down towards the floor and feel the stretch through the calf muscle of that back leg. Okay, coming back to the center position, so we're turning both feet forward. Okay, I want you to soften your knees, hold your hands onto your thighs, drop the head and uncurl. Two more, bend the knees, bring the body forward and uncurl. One more, soften and uncurl. So we're going to go on to our other side. So we're going to swivel that left foot out. Right foot stays facing forwards. Make sure you've got that good gait between the two legs. Okay, so we're going to start off by taking the left leg and lunging in and just feeling a bit of stretch in the inner right thigh. You might want to adjust that left leg slightly. And we're going to circle the arm round and straighten the leg as it comes past the body line. So we'll take it forward with the leg and round. Take it forward with the leg and round. We're going to do two more. Forward with the leg and round. Last time. Forward and round. Now let's take it into the lunge with the arm there, but we're going to tilt the body, look under the armpit, feel that side stretch. Okay, so from there I'd like you to push the weight into your right hip, straighten the left leg and feel that extra side bend. Bend that left leg and then push the weight over again, straighten the left leg. Bend that left leg, push the weight into the right hip, straighten. One more, and push and straighten. We're going to come into our side bend, circle the arms back, and we're into our warrior pose. Okay, so the right hand's going to come to the back of the right thigh, going to straighten the left leg, and reverse pose. Bring the arms to shoulder height, into warrior and back. Feel the stretch through the stomach. I'm going to do two more. And last time. And pushing up. Okay, bring that leg into a soft bend. And we're going to take the right arm forward and turn that right foot inwards. So just adjust your balance if you need to. And you're on the ball of the foot on the right side. So we're going to lift the arms up to help us stay tall. Bend that back knee and push up. Bend the back knee and up. We're going to do two more. Bend and up. Last time. And up. Now you can bring your hands down onto your waist and try to push that back heel down to the floor, feeling the stretch through the back of the right calf. Okay, I'd like you to step your foot forward so that you've got both feet in alignment now, and you're going to bend your knees and bring your hands down to the floor for me. Okay, so from there, we're going to try to send the bottom up towards the ceiling and drop the head to get a bit of stretch into the back of the hamstring. So the bottom goes up, we drop the head. Bend the knees, take it back to the relaxation position, and then slowly trying to extend. Just go as far as you feel comfortable. I'm going to do two more. And last time, each time hopefully getting a little bit further.
Hold that position. I'd like you to take your right hand to your left elbow, left hand to the right elbow. Drop your head in between. Couple of deep breaths, stretching out the spine. Dropping the arms, and we're uncurling back up to standing. Now, before we come down to the floor, we're just going to try to align the balance under our feet a little bit and do a little release for the sacroiliac joint. So I'd like you to take your feet just wider than shoulder width apart, please. I want you to make sure that you've got plenty of weight onto your big toe. So just slightly bringing the feet so the big toe is slightly in, facing inwards. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is we're going to start off by shifting our body weight over to our right side. So just get used to shifting first of all, so the hips come over, the body weight comes much more onto the right leg. Okay, now when we've got the shift, I want you to reach that left arm across and you're going to twist. So it's a bit like when you're doing a golf shot. Okay, so that back leg twists in, but all the weight stays on the front leg. Okay, that arm is just gliding across. So this is a Tai Chi type movement. So weight right side, then rotate. Now it's a very small movement, but it's really effective at trying to realign your sacroiliac joints. We're going to change to the other side, so we shift the weight over to the left, reach the right arm across, let that right knee drop in. Weight over to the left side and rotate. Going to just do 2 more. Left side, rotate. So you might have had a nice couple of clicks going on in your back. And coming back. Okay, well done everyone. I'd like to come down onto the floor for me, please. We're going to start with the feet hip width apart and sitting up nice and tall. Arms up, shoulders down, breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to curl the spine down to the mat, nice and controlled, and release the arms. Sorry, I don't know quite what's going on with my monitor today. Okay, so laying down, bring your feet in a little bit closer towards your bottom. So you've got plenty of support. And we're going to spine curl the back. So when you're ready, taking a breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to tilt your pelvis, flatten and curl all the way up through the spine. At the top, take a deep breath in and breathe out to slowly filter the spine back down. Coming up again, when you're ready, tilt the pelvis and using the glutes to support the back, up you come. And breathe out to slowly come back down. Let's bring in some arms, so we're curling up through the spine, breathing in, and we're taking the arms back for a bit of stretch, and then slowly releasing back down. We're going to do 2 more, so a spine curling up, keep the balance under the feet, reach the arms behind, and lengthen slowly back down. Last time. Spine curling up, breath in, reach the arms behind. Now I want you to leave the arms behind you, please. So as you come down into neutral, make yourself comfortable. You might want to move your feet a little bit further away so you can relax the front of the thighs. And I want you to try to send your rib cage down towards your pubic bone so that there's no gap underneath the mid part of your spine. It may be that you have to lift your arms up slightly to allow that to happen. I'd like you to take a bend of right angle degree at the elbow and bring those elbows down to the waist. Breathe in, push the arms back up. Breathe out, pull the elbows down, so you're creating that chicken wing shape.
and pulling down. In to lift up and out to pull down. Pushing up this time, straighten the arm out at the elbow, palms up towards the ceiling. Out of the way, go on. Okay, let's bring the feet together, knees together, taking the legs over towards the right hand side and lengthen the head down to the left. Breathing in and breathe out, pull back through the waist and to the centre, changing to the other side. Breath in and breathe out. Come back to centre. Keep it going at your own pace, just mobilising from side to side, but using your breathing to slow the movement down. Okay, next time you go over to the right side, I'd like you to leave both the legs there, looking down to the left arm, and just make sure that left shoulder is in full contact with the floor and it hasn't popped up. Now, if you want to increase the stretch through the SI joints once again, you can either bend the leg up towards your arm and place the right hand on top of the knee to get that extra stretch, or if you're feeling particularly flexible, you can straighten the top leg and rest it in the right arm. Just breathing deeply into those bottom ribs. Let's bend that top knee. Slide it back on top of the other leg, back through the centre and over to your left hand side. Let the knees rest, breathing deeply into the ribs. Increasing the SI joint stretch, either bending the knee and popping the left hand on top to encourage it to the floor, or extending and resting into the hand. Coming back to the centre, and I'd like you to take that right foot and pop it straight on top of your left knee, please. So we're coming into our old-fashioned glute stretch, and we're going to bring the knees up off the floor and place the hands through the knee. So just supporting, cupping the knee. Just let that stretch settle to start off with. And then if you want to, you can just lightly rock the body from side to side. Okay, so removing the hand now from the centre of the legs, and we're going to cross the legs tightly. So obviously if you've got hip issues, you need to be careful here. So crossing those legs, hand onto the opposite shin bone and trying to encourage those legs into the chest. That brings the stretch deep into the bottom of the glute and the top of the hamstring. Let's change over onto the other side. So the left foot comes over the top of the right knee, and we're going to support the hands around the kneecap. Breathing nice and deeply. Okay, so we're going to remove that hand from between the legs and slide it together, pulling the legs in nice and tight towards the chest. Okay, let's release down from there, and I'd like you to roll onto your left hand sides for me, please. So we're going to start off with reaching both the arms forward, bending both the legs up, and we're going to open up that chest a little bit more. So if you've got a cushion, I'd like you to pop it underneath your head for me, please. Okay, and reach that top arm away, and I'd like you to circle it around if you can. Brush past the thigh,
and join the arms together. Off you go, circling round, nice and fluid movement. Just have a quick look at you all there. Good, well done. I'm not too worried if that top hip rolls with the movement. I want it nice and fluid. Let's make one more full circle. And as the arms come back to join, I'd like you to bring your bottom arm up and pop up your head for me, please. And you're going to bend that top knee up, grab hold of the ankle, and then see if you can bring that down and stretch the front of the thigh. So just to try and get a little bit more stretch, you can try to push your foot away from your bottom and resist with the hand. So this is kind of a two-way attack. So as you push your foot away from your bottom, you actually get a bit of stretch into the lower pec muscles. Now, as you breathe out, relax, and you can take the knee into a bit more stretch if you have that availability. Okay, so from there, let's release the ankle, push up, and we're going to stay in our center position for a moment. And we're going to bring our feet into a diamond position. So nice long diamond to start off with. So we will go onto the right side in a moment, just to align the spine. So we're going to take a deep breath in. I'd like you to breathe out, to drop the chin forward, and we're rolling the shoulders, bringing the head down towards the toes. So we've got a nice curved spine at the moment. I'd like you to breathe in. As you breathe out, roll forward on the sit bones and try to straighten your spine, lengthening into the crown. So you'll just feel that stretch change quite dramatically, and then let the spine curl once again. And roll forward onto your sit bones, try to straighten your spine and lengthen into the crown. Last time, let the spine curl, drop the head. As you breathe out, roll forward onto the sit bones and straighten, lengthening into the crown. Okay, I'd like you to now bring your feet in a tiny bit closer towards the pubic bone, if you can. Okay, so we're going to clasp the feet together, and then you're going to try to encourage your knees to go down towards the floor. So this is a really good stretch for the top of the adductor muscles and into the hip joints. But it obviously is quite intense, so just go to where you feel comfortable. Let's try and bring in as much oxygen as we can. Okay, let's bring those legs up together, and we're going to take the legs down over to the other side now. So we're coming onto the right hand side of the body and reaching both the arms forward, and we'll go straight into our arm circles. So letting that top hip roll around a little bit. Last time, circling round. And as you close down, we're going to pop the head up with the bottom arm. And you can bend that top knee, see if you can grasp at the ankle and bring it into your hip flexor stretch. So if you just let your bottom leg come out a bit more, it will just help to balance you. And if you want to, you can do the traction where you push the foot away, resist with the arm. And on the next out breath, bring it in a little bit tighter. You can take the leg past the hip joint. Okay, let's loosen it down from there, and we're going to go roll straight over onto our stomachs, please. So we're going to bring the forehead down towards the mat, and we're going to reach the hands down towards the thighs. So we're going to go into our nice dart exercise, aligning the shoulder girdle. So we're breathing in and out to reach the shoulders down towards the back pockets and raise the head and chest. Going to release back down. And again, hands reach and hold. Release. 2 more for me. Reach the hands past the hip bones. Hold. Keep that neck long and release. Last time, reaching down past the hips and release. Okay, I'd like you to bring your hands underneath your chest, please. Use your hands to push up onto all fours. And we're going to come into our pussycat position. So the hands are directly under the shoulders, fingertips spread out nice and wide, knees under the hip joints. So we're going to start off by just pushing up into pussycat, dropping the head, arching the spine, and then reversing the movement into our cow. And again, stretching up and reversing. Now I want you to hold your pussycat in the next position, and you're going to circle your ribs out to the left and round and up. Let's change the direction out to the right and up. 1 more in each direction. Nice circular hula hoop movements. And up. Okay, now keeping the pussycat, I want you to bring your toes together, widen your knees, still in that arched spine, push down to the heels and then come straight back up. Push down to the heels, keep that pussycat and up. We're going to do 2 more. Stretch down and up. Last time, stretch. And now relax the elbows, let your forehead come down to the mat. We're going to walk the hands round towards the right hand side so the chest comes over the right thigh. And then walking round to the opposite side so the chest is over the left thigh. Returning back to the centre, and we're going to bring the hands round towards the tailbone and just rest the weight onto your forehead. See if you can allow your spine to completely settle. Stomach muscles to hang out. When you're ready, on the next out breath, let's push the weight backwards and uncurl the spine and allow the head to come up nice and slowly. When you feel comfortable, reaching the right arm up over onto the left ear, encouraging the head down towards the right shoulder. Let's glance to the chest. Release the head and come back to the centre position. Change the hands over onto the opposite side. Head to the left side, glancing down to the chest. Returning back to the centre. And when you're ready, reaching both the arms up, gaze into the ceiling. And open the arms as they come down. 1 more time, breath in, lift up. And breathe out. And you are all done. Thank you very much indeed, everyone.